right, so I want to talk about this guitar and tell you the significance of this in just a minute. But before I do that, this week would be EP400. So I made it to 400 in-depth lesson videos, and it's a labor of love. I mean, it takes me a lot of work to create these lessons every week. But I just wanted to start off and say thank you to all of you. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. And, you know, people always say that. But when you're in my shoes, when you're actually creating a product or a service or however you look at it, and people buy that, that's what sustains me. That's how I'm able to continue to do it. Otherwise, I would have to just go get a normal job like everybody else. But I've been fortunate in this, and I know that. I mean, I worked plenty of good and bad jobs, but I know what it's like on that side of the fence, and this is definitely where I'm most comfortable and where I want to stay. But I couldn't do it without you guys. So just wanted to say thank you, and I'm just humbled to be at this point. 400 in-depth lessons, and you don't realize what all goes into those every week. You know, I have to write all the material because I can't deal with copyright. So write the material, the tablature, the jam track, create all the visuals, you know, like the thumbnail graphics and all the edits. And by the end of Friday every week when the lesson goes out, I'm exhausted. I mean, I'm just wore out. And so Saturday, all I do is veg out. I don't touch a guitar. And usually I don't touch them on Sunday. Sometimes, I mean, it just depends on how exhausted I have been from that week. But anyway, that's where we made it this week. We made it another milestone, EP400. And I'm not creating a lesson this week. So I'm sorry to disappoint in that. But I give myself, every time I flip another 100, I give myself that week off. That's the only time I take off. I never take off for Christmas, for my birthday, if I'm sick. If it's New Year's, it doesn't matter. I put out a lesson. Even when we go on vacation with the family, I drag cameras and lights, and I crank one out because I feel like I owe it to you as a subscriber, as a premium member, especially. You know, I can't just be, you know, this is a real thing, a real business, and I have to treat it that way. And I like to do that. I'm not saying I have to. I want to. You know, I want to provide that. So, however, when I get to 100, that 100 milestone, which I've only done a few times now, I do take that week off. So the next time I'll be at, if I make it to EP500, I think I will, but we'll see. Then I would take that week off too, but that's like 2 years out. So anyway, I did do a lesson on Wednesday though, so check that out. That was a visualize the blues where I changed the camera angle. Actually, I've got a lot of positive response. I'll put a link to that actually in the description here, wherever you're watching this, so you can see that. And it's a great little lesson. Doesn't have tablature and stuff, but I think you'll learn something from it and enjoy it. Okay, so there's that, and thank you. So I just wanted to mention this guitar, which has another big thank you tied to it. About a week ago, I get an email from a site member that says, "Hey, go check your P.O. box. I sent you something." Actually, he said, "I sent you a Christmas ornament. It's late." And I thought, okay, well, you know, I'll check it. And then I didn't check it. You know, like it was like, I'll get to it kind of thing. And then he sends me another email, "Hey, you might want to check that." So I thought, well, that's kind of strange. So I go to my P.O. box, and there's a little note that says you have to go to the counter because you have a large package. So every now and then people will send me things to my P.O. box, and I'm always grateful for that. Somebody at Christmas sent me a little amplifier, and I was trying to figure out who that was. You know, I threw the box away, and then I couldn't remember who sent it. So whoever you are, if you're watching this, thank you. That's very cool. Little cigar box amp. And so I have my P.O. box in the bottom of all my emails, and that's how people see it. And they you know, will send me things from time to time. I'm always grateful for that. Well, anyway, I've never got a guitar though, which is like, I couldn't believe that. So the girl brings this huge box, and I knew what it was when I saw the shape of the box. We all know the shape of those guitar boxes, right? And I said, "Wow, so I think somebody sent me a guitar." And she said, "Yeah, that's what it looks like to me." And there's this girl beside me in line, and she looks over at me and she goes, "Somebody just sent you a guitar that you don't know?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, it looks like it." And she goes, "Are you a country music star?" Well, you got to keep in mind I'm in Franklin, Tennessee, and there's a lot of them around here. I just thought that was kind of funny because I have my mask on. You can't really see who's who. But anyway, so I get the box home, I open it up, and this is what was in it. It's a Michael Tuttle custom build Telly. And Michael Tuttle is an incredible custom guitar builder out of I think he's out of California, but he does Telecaster, Stratocaster style, and just beautiful guitars that are so well built, and just they play amazing. And I've seen Michael Tuttle guitars. I've actually played on them, but they're expensive. They're very, because there's a lot of craftsmanship that goes into it, and they're just out of my price range usually. So for this to show up, I was just like, I couldn't believe it, and immediately started thinking like, well, there's got to be a catch here, because people don't just send, a guitar or something of that much value. This guy must want something. And then I connected. It was the guy that said it was a Christmas ornament and everything. So I went back to him on email, only to find out there is no catch. He's just a nice guy. He said he had given away a couple of guitars, and he wanted me to have this one. And I couldn't believe it. And so I want to say to you, if you're watching this, I'm not going to mention his name, but thank you. I mean, this guitar means a lot to me. It really does. Just the fact that somebody was, nice enough to send something of this value. And I know it's a hassle to put it in a box and get, pay for all of the shipping and everything. So thank you for sending this. This is going to be played and used and loved on quite a bit. So anyway, I was just blown away by that. And you can see how good it sounds. This is what I was playing in the intro. But, I wanted to pay him, and then I thought, maybe the better way to look at this would be for me to do the same kind of thing. So to conclude this video, I want to give away one of my guitars. In fact, I want to give away several. I've identified about 5 of them that I want to just give out. But we're going to start with one, and it's the Jeff Beck Stratocaster. And some of you that have been following me for a while will recognize this guitar. It's it's got that surf green paint. And it's just a really cool guitar, beautiful. It's got noiseless pickups, the roller nut, and it plays great, stays in tune. I just don't play it enough. I've got so many guitars kind of coming and going now, or no, I shouldn't say going. So many guitars coming that some of them need to start going, and so I want to give that one away. And it's been used in several lesson videos. But I was trying to think, how can I give this away? If I just knew somebody, I could just hand it to them, but it's not that easy. So what I came up with, and so it comes with the original case and everything. And by the way, I'll ship this anywhere in the world, not just in the US. I don't care where you live, you can have this guitar. The only thing is, I was trying to think how I can give it away. And so I was going to ask you to leave a comment, but on the Active Melody website. So if you go to activemelody.com and look for EP400, that's what this video is going to be called. You can just leave a comment on that page. You don't have to explain anything. Just leave whatever comment you want. And I'm going to randomly pick from all of the comments that are left. And I promise you, it's going to be totally randomly generated. I'm not going to, pick a favorite or anything like that. It's just going to be a random person. If you're not a site member, if you're a premium member, you've got an account, you can leave a comment, no problem. If you're not a premium member, you can just sign up for a free account. I do have a free membership thing. And you can still leave a comment and do it that way. So all you have to do is leave me a comment. I'll pick from one of those, and I'll announce it next Friday. So you have between now and next Thursday, which would be February 18th. So next Friday, February 19th, 2021. If you're seeing this video and it's like, far in the future, well, the thing's over. But between now and then, all you have to do is leave a comment, and then I will pick one at random and send that guitar away. And I think somebody's going to love on it. It needs the love that, I gave it a lot of love, and I played on it. I played it out several times, and I just haven't been playing it as much as I should. I want somebody else to have it. I thought that was the best way to look at this. If something good comes to me, I want to give something good away. And hopefully whoever gets it, the one thing I would say is, please give something away to somebody else, a family member, a friend, a neighbor. It doesn't have to be a guitar, but give something of value to somebody. It could be somebody at random. I don't, but if we can just kind of keep that good vibe thing going, I think that would be a good thing. Even if, it's not going to go for long, but if it goes 2 or 3 people deep, it's totally worth it. So anyway, that's how I wanted to make peace with all of this, getting this guitar. I thought that would be the perfect solution. All right, folks. So remember to submit those comments on EP400 on the activemelody.com website. All right, so we'll see you next week for a new lesson.